Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. Today, here in just a bit, I am going to be hitting the road and checking out the latest film in the Creed series, Creed 3, which I am really looking forward to checking out because I have enjoyed every one of the other films in this series. I love the Rocky films. Maybe not 5 so much, but the rest of the Rocky movies are just fun, okay? And I really enjoy the other 2 Creed films, so I'm kind of hoping for the same out of this one. I like how each of the films kind of have its own, theme. Like in the first movie, he was, fighting for his place in the world. In the second film, he's defending his place in the world. And in this film, it's going to be a little bit different, because this time, he has his past coming back to haunt him. So way back in the day when he was in the foster care system, he made friends with a guy, from what I can tell from the trailer, this is the character that Jonathan Major plays. I guess he's playing, you would say, the villain of our film, the guy that Adonis is going to have to fight. So he's from his past, and he feels like he got kind of a raw deal in life, where Adonis was just kind of given everything and didn't really earn anything that he has, because he goes on, and have the name Creed, Apollo Creed being his father and all. So he wants to get what Adonis has. He wants to take it from him. So that's the new challenger in this movie, and it looks great. Coming back also is Tessa Thompson. She plays the wife of Adonis Creed, and I'm really looking forward to this movie. All right, I am. I'm rooting for it. I really enjoyed all of the other movies in its series, the Creed series, and I'm also probably going to enjoy this one. At least I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I'm going to enjoy this movie. All right, so enough of me jibber-jabbing. It's time for me to hit the road and check out the new movie, Creed 3. Welcome back, just getting home, and you know what, guys, I really enjoyed this movie. It was one of those films that I enjoyed from beginning to end, and then at the end of the film, I was kind of like, that's all of it? That's it? Okay, so we're going to get started with the negatives, and we're going to move into the positives, and really, the negative is just kind of a personal choice, and I really was kind of hoping that old Rocky was going to make a comeback, just kind of pop up at some point in this film, just kind of be like, hey, Adonis, hey, how you doing? And, just give him some motivational speech, and then he goes and whoops someone's ass, I was really kind of hoping old Rocky was going to show up, and I knew that he wasn't going to. I knew from the get-go that Sylvester Stallone was not in this film, but I couldn't help but the entire time just kind of hoping he was going to pop up. And honestly, guys, in my opinion, that's the only negative I had, was I was just kind of hoping that he was going to show up. Other than that, I really enjoyed this film, so we're going to get this started with the positives. And the first thing I want to talk about is the chemistry between Michael B. Jordan and Tessa Thompson. I like it a lot. These two have really done great in their parts in this. Watching them grow as a couple and everything else in all of these films has been great. I really love the relationship between the two of them, and you almost feel like these two are, in a relationship or something outside of this movie. They just seem like they really connect in a lot of ways, and I like that. Also, too, the young lady that played the daughter in this film, she was fantastic. I really enjoyed her in this film. She did a really good job. All in all, everyone did outstanding. Jonathan Majors was so good. He's always so good. We're in like this Jonathan Majors renaissance right now. So far, he has done nothing but thrill me with every performance he has done here recently, and he just keeps doing it. Again, with the chemistry. These two are old friends, and it really comes off that way. They're old friends from way back in the day, but they didn't grow up together. They don't know each other as adults, and they do a really great job of kind of portraying, something of that sort, and I really liked it. So the acting is solid in this film. The characters are great. They've stuck with it. It was a really great closure. I felt like this film definitely was a closure to the character Creed. One more thing I want to talk about also is the fight sequences. Oh my god, I mean, they always look good in these movies, but for some reason, I really liked them this time. Now, I did go see the movie at IMAX, so I did have the really massive screen with the really great surround sound, but I swear to you guys, every time they get into the ring, it's like you're in there with them. The camera, the cinematography is outstanding. The camera will go from close-up shots to far-away shots, the long shots, all sorts of things. It just gives you the vibe that you're in the mix with these two. There's great slow motion, when they hit each other, you see the sweat just come flying off of their back, or you see the blood shoot out their mouth, and they're doing those, it is phenomenal. I loved the way they're filmed. I love the fight sequences, the way they're filmed. There is a really awesome little stylistic, artistic choice at the end of the film that I really liked. It really set itself aside from the other films in the series. It was a little different. It's a little, not, I wouldn't say jarring, but for a moment there, until you realize what they're trying to do with this sequence, it seems a little out of place. But once you realize why this scene exists, it is cool, and I really enjoyed it. I don't want to give away any spoilers. When you get there, you will know exactly what I mean. So guys, this is a win-win film. This is one to get out there, check it out in theaters, especially on the IMAX. I was blown away. Every time they did a ring scene in this film, I was just like in it to win it. I was loving it. Got the old adrenaline pumped up. It was good. So this film really excels in the fight sequences. It really excels in the acting. It's got an excellent story. The characters are well developed and just great. This was a very good wrap-up. If this is the last Creed film, this is a really good place to end the series. It does feel like a wrap-up story. It feels like this is going to be the last one. If it's not, hey, if they keep getting it, if they're still good, you know what? Keep making them, right? If you can still make them enjoyable and entertaining, keep pumping out the Creed movies. But I just don't feel like it works for the character that much. Well, that's all I have for you guys, so thanks again for checking out the Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.